So I have a question. Um, Remember how a lot of people keep on talking about back in the day when women were women and they used to love to stay home and be homemakers and wash and cook and clean and do all the things around the house, and they did it with a smile on their face and they were so happy, and modern women came and ruined it. When? When was this? I am 43, and when I was growing up, all the women that I had around me worked. My mother worked, my auntie worked, my mother's friends worked, even the married women worked. They would get up in the morning and deal with everything that they had to deal with for the house, and they'd go to work, and then they'd come home and they still have to do all the stuff in the house. My grandmother worked. She didn't leave the house to work, but she had a business, and her business was in the house. My friends' grandmothers worked. Some of them were higglers. My friends' mothers worked. Everybody who I saw around me, all the adult women who I saw around me worked. Who are these women that the men, and in podcasts especially, keep on reminiscing about? I see men my age talk about their stay-at-home mother. Who? And listen, I'm not talking about in the American context, because America does their own thing. I'm talking about Jamaican women. What Jamaican woman do you know when you were growing up in the 80s and 90s who just stayed at home all day and didn't work? I can't think of any. I'm not saying they don't exist. I can't think of any right now. And I'm saying that to say we have a way of looking back in the past with rose-colored glasses. You know, we talk about the past as if every day was perfect. You know, the sun was hot but not too hot, and there was a constant breeze, so that breeze helped to keep you cool, but the sun was just warm enough to be pleasant. And you know, everybody went to their bed early. There was no crime. Education was free. We had all the milk we could drink, and the cows were healthy, and everything was great. That's how we look at the past. And the truth is, they didn't have it right back then either, because I remember talking to my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother lived until she was over 100 years old, so she was here for a long time. And she told me about a story where her family was putting her to get married to a man, and she didn't want to get married to the man, and she ran away. All she had was the clothes that she was wearing. She had nothing else, and she ran away and made a completely different life for herself. She ran away from this man that her family was giving her to him. And we talk about those things as if, oh, it was so perfect. No, I imagine that if I was in her shoes, would I run away too? And that's one